Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to demystify one of the most important concepts in computer science, recursion. We will also look at how it relates to the call stack, which is how computers manage memory during these operations. So, what exactly is recursion? Put simply, it is when a function calls itself. A great real-world analogy is Russian nesting dolls. You open one doll to find a smaller, identical doll inside. You keep repeating this process until you reach the tiniest doll that cannot be opened anymore. In programming, we do the same thing with functions. Every recursive function needs two specific parts to work correctly. First, the base case. This is the condition that stops the recursion, like finding the smallest doll. Without it, your code would run forever. Second, the recursive case. This is where the function calls itself with a modified input, shrinking the problem down step by step. Let's look at a classic example, calculating a factorial. Here we have a function called factorial that takes a number, and notice the structure. If n is 1, we stop and return 1. This is our base case. If n is not 1, we multiply n by the factorial of n minus 1. This is the recursive step. To understand how the computer handles this, we need to talk about the call stack. Imagine a stack of plates in a cafeteria. When you call a function, you put a plate on top. When a function finishes, you take the top plate off. This is called last in, first out logic. The computer uses this to remember where it was before it started working on a new task. Let's trace what happens when we calculate the factorial of 3. First, we call factorial 3. It needs the answer for factorial 2, so it pauses and adds a new frame to the stack. Factorial 2 needs factorial 1, so it also pauses and adds to the stack. We keep building up this stack until we hit the base case. Once we hit the base case of 1, the function returns 1. Now we start popping frames off the stack. Factorial 1 finishes and returns to factorial 2. Factorial 2 takes that 1, multiplies it by 2, and returns the result to factorial 3. Finally, factorial 3 multiplies that by 3, giving us our final answer of 6. For more complex problems like the Fibonacci sequence, recursion can branch out multiple times. This creates a tree structure. As you can see here, calculating just the fourth Fibonacci number requires calculating the third and second, which in turn require their own calculations. Visualizing it as a tree helps us understand the flow of data. Recursion is powerful but dangerous. The most common error you will encounter is the maximum call stack size exceeded, often called a stack overflow. This usually happens because you forgot the base case, or your recursive step is not actually making the problem smaller, causing the function to call itself infinitely until the computer runs out of memory. To wrap up, remember these key points. Recursion is a function calling itself. It always requires a base case to stop and a recursive step to continue. The computer manages this using a call stack, which operates on a last-in, first-out basis. Always double-check your logic to ensure you do not create an infinite loop.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.